I failed. I failed spectacularly. But I'm trying not to see it as a failure. And this requires a little bit of background, so grab a coffee, this might take a while. Yesterday was my ditsy infusion day. Ditsy itself is made out of, it comes from mice antibodies. So that's a lot of mouse going into your body. My poor arm, there you can see it, this will all bruise up about tomorrow. So I started this vegan week on Saturday. On Saturday, I still thought that my infusion was next week, because I see my infusion days, or I try to see them as a positive day out. Having this infusion isn't a nice thing, and I feel it's a normal side effect. Some people get it, some people don't, but I feel like crap afterwards, and I just want to be cheered up. And if that means getting a donut, I'm not going to deny myself a donut. So I really look forward to it. I have all of the yummy food that we don't have on the island. And unfortunately, I forgot that it was actually this week. I've been telling everyone that it was next week. And yeah, I had my dad on the way over joking and taking the mickey, all about Nando's, because there's a Nando's there and I'm not going to be able to have any, and no Krispy Kremes for me, yada, yada, yada. But I was still feeling pretty okay. However, I was very hungry. I hadn't eaten apart from my ritual going of ditsy is the parking at the hospital is ridiculous. It's terrible, and you have to queue to get into the disabled car park, and you can't go in until there's a space and one car comes out, so the queue goes all the way around the hospital. So I get out at the drop-off point, and my parents went to park the car, and they pick up coffees, and they bring up the coffees to my ward while I have my infusion. That's my ritual. So I did that, and then I started feeling a little bit gutted about the fact that I couldn't have like a croissant or anything, because I was in the back of my head, I was like, it doesn't matter about not eating. I don't have time. We have to rush for the ferry after dropping dinner off at school, getting down there, and the ferries are ridiculous times. Not as bad as Whitelink, but yeah, I just thought that there would be something, but obviously there wasn't, and I started to feel very sorry for myself, and shared this with my lovely ditsy group, who I love to bits, and they were saying, being pumped full of mouse, you've already got non-vegan, for the day. Why don't you just skip the day? I was like, well, I want to do a whole block week, and I don't want to skip days and then start again. I want to get it into my system. I know a week is a very short time for it to do anything, but I still wanted to do a solid week rather than a day off here and there. And we chatted about it amongst other things, and after a lot of careful consideration and very hard thinking, I decided that I was gloriously unprepared for this, and stupid, not knowing my ditsy date. Sod it. I see my going over is for my infusion as a positive day, and I have fun, and I eat all of the food. I eat everything, because we don't have yummy things on the island. And also, after the ditsy infusion, you feel so crap, you just want to eat. That's how it makes me feel anyway. Sugars and carbs and stuff. So I shared this with my parents when they came back, because they go off for a little walkabout in the hospital, and they had already eaten. I was gutted, absolutely gutted. So I still decided that I did want to pick up something. I'm already not vegan anymore after this infusion. I'll just start it today, yesterday was tomorrow, it's now today, and I would have had my treat, I would have had my day out, and that I do every month, and I'd be a little bit happier and a bit more positive going into this vegan week. And it's a bit sad that eating yummy things makes me feel better. That's a bit wrong, but it does, so I'm not going to deny myself a donut. So afterwards we went into a shopping centre, and we did have a Nando's, half a chicken, chips, coleslaw, grilled halloumi. And after that, I felt very full, but I wanted more. I wanted so much more. So I bombed it as fast as I could on my little crutch downstairs to Krispy Kreme. Oh my god, they didn't have any original glaze left. That was like a stab in the heart, because all I wanted was just an original glaze. That's all I wanted. So I was upset. I was very upset. So I just got another Krispy Kreme. 3 donuts. They didn't last long. And the day turned into how many baked goods can Jamie fit in her mouth before midnight. And, you know, it was, I noticed something while I was, you know, doing the vegan days, the days that I had completed. I thought that I would be craving meat, but I could have taken it or leave it. What am I missing? Cake. Well, not really cake. Biscuits. I really want a biscuit. I really want a fucking biscuit. That's all I want. Or croissant. That's it. Stuff with butter in it, basically. And, yeah. So, I do have, however, some observations of so far. I wrote them down, actually. It's probably better that I do it that way. Because I thought of these all last night, and I thought, oh my god. And I'm sorry that this video is so long. Here we go. Right, okay. My MS symptoms. Obviously, doing a week isn't going to change much, but I still want to share with you what I felt in the 1, 2, 3 days that I was vegan. My MS symptoms actually got worse. Now, my MS symptoms lately have been getting worse and worse and worse and worse, so it's probably down to that. But I just wanted to share that there was no immediate benefit, which I wasn't expecting anyway. But that's as far as my MS symptoms went. Yeah. Observation number 2. I am breaking out like a mother. It's ridiculous. I'm even tiny ones, like on my nose, that are really horrid. And I'm using so much makeup to try and cover them. I couldn't quite believe it. And it was all started since I changed my diet. And I know changing the diet anyway, it will make your skin a little bit, what's going on? What's going into my body? So, yeah, but that is another observation. I am breaking out completely. And, oh yeah, observation number 3, which is a positive. My insides, to put it in a really nice way, like my stomach and tummy area, generally my whole body feels better. It felt a lot cleaner, a lot lighter. While I was eating my dinners, for example, I felt full when I had finished, but not, oh my god, I'm going to die, full. And the next day after you eat a big meal, you feel really sluggish, don't you? I do. And my whole insides generally, day to day, feel like a brick. It's horrid. And that was one thing I did really like in the 3 days that I was not eating dairy and the only animal products were in like my tablets. I did feel really good in myself. It felt really, really good. As much as my MS symptoms were getting worse, to not have that concrete feeling in like the tummy and that kind of area, it was good. It was positive. So I was really, really happy about that. Observation number 4, no weight loss. Duh. So many people have been asking me, oh, what's it doing for your weight? I'm not doing this for weight. I don't give a shit. You know, but I have to share that with you as an observation. No weight loss. And you would be pretty stupid to think that any diet in 3 days would do something to your weight. So, no changes. Now, observation number 5. I was gloriously unprepared going into this challenge. I thought when I started that I was in pretty good standing for this. we've got a health food shop, we've got Holland Barrett, and we've got an independent one, Ralph's, which is really good. And I thought that I had everything that I needed, basically. But I did notice, as I mentioned in my last video, that I was snacking a lot more. And it wasn't necessarily because I felt hungry, I just wanted to graze constantly. And sometimes my body does that anyway, when I'm on my normal diet. And I was really struggling for snacky things. And I didn't want to eat processed food very, I wanted something really good, preferably raw, to snack on. And the stuff that I got from Waitrose was really, really good, but it wasn't enough. So knowing that I was going over to Southampton on Monday, when I knew that I was going over the next day to Southampton, I should say, I did all of the research and to see if there were any vegan specialist shops in Southampton. And to my sheer delight, Rice Up Whole Foods that opened last year in Hanover Buildings in the city centre. Oh my goodness, what a brilliant shop. It is fantastic. And it especially caught my eye because they had cakes. They had vegan friendly cakes and slices, etc. So I wanted to go there anyway for that, but it's a big shop. I was expecting it to be a lot smaller, but it's a big shop and I got so much stuff. I feel so much better prepared. I'll share with you what I've got maybe in a separate video because this video is already long. But yeah, so now I feel a lot better prepared going into this vegan week, and I'm happy that I had a day off yesterday because that's my treat. MS is shit. It is absolutely shit. So these days that I can get out and access cool things, I cherish. If you're not feeling good up here, your body's not going to feel good. So I'm happy. I'm a lot happier that I'm starting now. Yeah, that is my confession. I am sorry, but stuff happens. But yeah, I'll make another video with what I got, etc. And I shall check in with you guys tomorrow in regards to the vegan thing. So, peace.